John Mack is keeping busy. Keeping busy. Can't keep these Wall Street guys down. They got a lot to do. David Benoit is here to tell us what the latest exploits of John Mack, former Morgan Stanley chieftain.
Hey guys.
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? You're looking pretty sharp today. I like it.
Thanks.
Very sharp. Thanks.
You guys, the whole thing.
You know?
Oh,
nah, we don't. We're not like you. Not like you, Benoit. All right, Deal Journal blogger David Benoit is here to tell us about John Mack.
Yeah. So former Morgan Stanley chairman, CEO is going private equity.
Going right. Stepped down at the end of last year from Morgan Stanley. Finally, walked away from that.
Taking himself private.
Well, like a 40-year career there, right?
Yeah, he'd been there. There was a short interval where he left.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, he'd been there since 1972.
Yeah, so, I mean, amazing. All right, so he's going private equity. Yep. Where's he going? What's he doing?
So KKR, the giant firm, has hired him.
Famous big firm, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be a senior advisor, they call them. And basically, KKR brings in all these old executives out of retirement, and they sit on KKR, boards for the companies KKR invests in, and they kind of work with them on
opening
deals
doors, presumably, and building contacts.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like,
it's a Rolodex.
I have to say, off the top of my head, it sounded like sort of a cushy retirement job. I mean, but is he really going to be actively working with the firm?
So, I mean, he's certainly going to play a role. They consider these senior advisors, I think that there are, a little over a dozen of them, is kind of key cogs and, making phone calls, buttering up the people they want to be with.
I mean, it's a similar model that the Carlyle Group has, right? It has these high-profile names, the Kissingers and the Bushes and the like, that are working on the board to hope, obviously with this Rolodex, it really helps to.
Yeah, we were joking earlier, private equity is kind of like the Florida for finance people.
CEOs and politicians.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, look, obviously there's a big name on Wall Street, right? We just talked about guys a 40-year career around Morgan Stanley. Does this how much of a leg up does this give KKR on the competition?
I mean, it all depends on what they're going after, I think. Certainly he's someone that has a reputation, for being a good leader, for knowing people and for kind of banging down doors. So, when they're working on finance deals and stuff, he's someone that can both, go to the customer that the investment they want to get into and I'm sure work on, the actual numbers of the deal.
And he certainly, has had himself tested in a crisis. I mean,
Sure.
all the accounts of Mack's involvement during the 2008, just stunning the things he had to put up with.
Exactly.
Well, and it's interesting too. I mean, I think he's probably one of the few big names on Wall Street that hasn't really been vilified. I mean, you hear about Lloyd Blankfein all the time, Jamie Dimon, Vikram Pant. All these guys have been just
Morgan Stanley was
pilloried.
that close to collapsing, though.
Right, Morgan Stanley, they were.
They needed a white knight to come in. They couldn't find it. I mean, it was desperate stakes for them.
He's a guy that pushed a lot of risks too. He came in and said, "I want to be like Goldman," when he took back over Morgan Stanley. So,
and James Gorman, how's he viewed as Mack's replacement? I mean, a very different character.
Yeah, he's an
Aussie.
He's very much out of the spotlight, I think, Gorman. He doesn't really like being the public face of the company, it seems like. But, from all accounts, they're certainly stronger than they were and seem to kind of had their head down and going in the right direction. They passed the stress test and everything. So
The stress test. Give me a break with the stress tests. All right, David Benoit, thank you very much.